Taking the cheers in the ambience. I got a ring, but think then again, I'm such a winner, I'll win again. Some think I'm a Viking or maybe a wizard. I feel like I'm both when I'm in the ring. Victory brings serenity. I give him a three-piece, that's for the three-peat, and then I leave with the trinity. True baller got all the amenities. All the others just wanna be mini-me's. Haters mad when they in my vicinity, cause I must be the GOAT. No Ouija board, I just dip in the ghost. Baby, my style is colder than stone. Talking my shit cause I'm doing the most.
All of them want to be mini-me's. Nobody more than Earon Bevans.
Bro, you are not the person that I am aiming to be, bro.
I can tell with that mop up there. What is going on today with the hair?
Bro, I don't know what it is, but every time I am on a video call with you, I have not gotten my hair braided, and it's getting out of hand at this point.
You look like a mediocre rapper in a 1980s music video on MTV at midnight. So I'm going. What are we doing today, Earon?
All right, we are making calls, man. We're locking up deals. That is the name of the game. That is the name of the game. We're showcasing our sales processes. Where we have some leads that we're gonna be calling, and the name of the game is to lock up a contract on this live.
Look at my people already roasting you in the comments. Because the reason why you weren't here the last time we were supposed to go live is because you had an emergency. So he said the reason why your hair isn't done is probably because you had an emergency. Damn, bro. Like, they take notes on you. They keep it locked down just to make fun of you in the future. I'm excited because anytime me and Earon go live, which I believe, according to the description that was written today, this is the 27th time we've gone live together.
Whoa.
And I've beaten you 26 times.
Okay, so that's cap, bro. That is cap. That is cap. Because I want to say, no, 2 times ago, I didn't get a contract. But
Hey, did you close that Novation in St. Louis?
No, I ended up not closing.
All right, see, yeah. I told you. You wasted all that time.
Yeah.
All that time. You wasted all that time. Look at you. All right, so you know the rules.
Yep.
It's just like everything else in life. Ladies and juniors go first. So junior, you get to go first.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna break our seal really quick one time for the one time. I'm gonna loosen the cap for RJ.
Listen, if you're on here, I need you to like the video. Okay. We always ask at the end. I'm going to ask at the beginning while Earon figures out how to dial a phone. Like the video. Like the video and light up the comments. Okay. Let's go, bro. One dial close.
We're in here.
One dial close so we can see Tiffany High roll over.
Hey, Thomas.
Who's calling?
Hey, Thomas, this is Earon. I was calling about the property there on Myron Drive.
What about it?
Yes, sir. You had spoke to one of my agents some time ago, and I just wanted to call and introduce myself because I'll be the one making you an offer on the property if you had a couple minutes to talk.
I've already told her what my ask is, $245.
Gotcha. Yes, sir. I actually see that. I see that right here on the notes. Just wanted to call and see if I could gather a couple more details, and I won't waste your time. If you got a couple minutes, we can go ahead and iron those details out on the phone.
Look, I've already given her all the information. I don't have time for this right now. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Well, all right.
Damn, bro. That is savage.
Super savage. Okay, now here's what I'm seeing. On the notes, it looks like it is a pretty turnkey property from what I'm looking. They even put the Zillow link in here. I might be able to call him back and see if we can make something happen. But why don't we do this? It's ring till you sing. So I just sang while you're calling the next one. Yep. I'm gonna run comps on that because I might be able to call him back and say, hey, I can novate it or something like that. If not, then we'll just keep it moving.
Yeah, I got you. You know, I never understood leads like that. I just kind of stuff bothers me.
Facts.
Where was that lead at?
That one was North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina. Come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Twist it around your head. Swinging like a helicopter. North Carolina.
404587. Available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Lawrence, this is RJ Bates calling about your property there in Birmingham. Looked like you talked to someone on my team about selling that property. If you could, give me a call back at 817-710-8689. Thank you. How many novations are you doing right now?
Bro, it's probably like 65% of all of our deals right now. What about y'all? Are y'all doing any innovations?
Not really. Do you run into issues with them, or are they pretty seamless?
No, there's always issues with our innovations, bro. Yeah, there's always little issues. I mean, you're introducing a whole. I mean, you know, and it's typically it's the telephone. It's plain telephone between the realtor and the seller and the buyer and our agents and our transaction coordinator in the title company. That's typically where the little challenges are. It's never anything big. It's always like, it's just streamlining the communication.
Someone wants to know, how long is it taking you for the novations from like the beginning to the end?
60 to 90 minutes. 60 to 90 minutes. 60 to 90 days.
Right.
Hello,
Hi, is Loretta there?
that's me.
Hey, Loretta, this is RJ Bates. I was calling about your property there on East Jefferson Avenue. Looks like you had reached out to us about selling that property. Is that correct?
Am I selling that property? Yes.
Awesome. How much were you looking to get for it?
$275 today, as is.
All right.
We're about ready to put in new windows and a couple of doors, things like that.
Gotcha. So the price goes up. The price goes up after that, right?
Yeah.
I got you. All right. Well, tell me a little bit about what you got going on there.
Well, it's 2 bedroom. Have you just driven by the house?
No, looks like you had filled out a form on our website about selling it from like an ad that we ran on either like Facebook or Google pay-per-click or something like that.
Oh, okay. So you don't have a clue to what you're looking at.
Well, I'm looking at it on the internet right now. It's got the little green metal roof on it.
Yeah, the roof is excellent. The house is ready to live in today.
Okay.
I mean, the heat, everything is good. The renters they did some unpermitted things that have to be removed, like the staircase in the mudroom has to go, and we're not allowed to do it because we didn't live in the house. It's been rented. So that's why I say as is. So the stairway has to be taken out. It's no biggie. I mean, we could do it in a couple hours. But that, and then a shed wall in the back. The sheds go all the way back to the alley. The lot a nice lot.
Got
It is very, so what did I say? 2 bedrooms, big kitchen, one bath, nice sized living room with a wood stove, and there's a laundry room and another room that's got like the furnace in it, but it was converted into like a bedroom or office. It'd be a nice little office.
Gotcha. So I'm taking a look at there's a picture on Google Street View that was taken July of 2023, and it shows like quite a bit of road construction. Has that construction been completed?
Oh yeah, the town was putting in sidewalks.
It looks great. So brand new sidewalk, and then that side street got repaved and everything.
Yeah, well, I don't think they repaved the side street, but it's paved
Gotcha.
all the way, and it's on Highway 40. So they call it Lincoln Avenue, West Jefferson, but it's really the Highway 40.
Gotcha. And you
So
said,
it's very well taken care of.
gotcha. You said 275. Is that correct?
Yes,
How'd you come up with that number?
I have no idea. My hubby did.
He said we're selling it for 275. I love it. All right.
Yeah, well, we're done with renting. It was hard. We had to evict the renters, and that was hard. You know, it's just complicated. But they really just went crazy with this staircase without permission or permit and things like that.
Understood.
That's actually it. And then you'd see in the sheds in the back that the sheds are there. They're okay. And they're roofed too.
Right. So you said that the house is livable. It's ready to go right now. Is there anything that would need to be fixed aside from the stairs? Like cosmetically, is it updated, or like when was the last time we painted and floors and stuff like that?
No, the floors are great. We did all that inside. There's a couple of holes in the drywall in one bedroom that need to be, like little holes that need to be fixed. And, well, we were really ready because there's single pane windows to put in double insulated windows. And I would recommend that. But otherwise, I mean, if you put plastic over the windows, they're totally sealed and nothing leaks at all. And the one door, I would definitely redo one door. I don't know what the heck they were doing, but they kind of chipped away about a half an inch on the bottom of the door. So there's this big gap on the bottom of the door that goes into the backyard.
Okay.
And I redo that. I mean, just put in the new door, the jamb, everything is there. But otherwise, I mean, I have pictures of the inside if that would maybe help you if you're not in town. Where are you from?
I'm in Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay, so you're just looking at swapping it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I do for a living is, you know, I'm a real estate investor. So we're always looking for stuff that we can come in and yeah.
Nowadays.
So we're always looking for opportunities where we could come in and fix the property up a little bit. And we will also keep some as rentals as well. So how much rent were you getting on the property?
We were getting $1,200.
1,200.
And it could easily go for 15 especially with the new windows. I mean, renting wouldn't be a problem at all because they're steamboats are outrageously expensive. And everybody works in Craig, and they'd love to live closer to Steamboat. And Hayden's right between Steamboat and Craig, if you are looking at a map.
Okay.
I mean, so most of the people live in Craig because it's cheaper. And Hayden is just woken up and is getting known and in demand.
Gotcha. So you were planning on doing those last little finishes with the windows and the doors and stuff like that, and then you were going to list it with the realtor. Is that correct?
I don't don't know whether it would be a realtor. We've never used a realtor. We just kind of have bought and sold things with me.
Gotcha. So you're totally familiar with doing the deals with no realtor commissions and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well,
And we don't want to carry a loan. We want it to
Right.
be cash.
gotcha.
So we just want the money and be done with the house.
And you're ready today, right?
Pardon?
And you're ready to do the deal today. There's no
Oh,
time
yeah.
constraints or anything like that.
No. We have the contractor lined up and he's starting to get ready to, like in another week or two, he'd be kind of in there. And then things would change. But right now, sell it tomorrow.
Gotcha. If I were to be close to the 275 but a little bit below, would you have to talk to your husband about that? Because I think I'm going to be just a little bit below the 275 number.
I think he would go to 260, definitely no lower.
Well, that's funny because my number was 260. So I was going to say 260 would be the number that I would need to be at. And I would cover the closing costs. And like I said, no commissions. And we could probably get this closed late September, early October. That would probably be what I would be able to do.
Well, you do what you have to do. I'm showing it again here in an hour.
Oh, well, that's my offer. 260,000, and I would be willing to send you over a contract for that.
Oh no, I know it won't go to 250.
I said 260.
He's not here now, so I would have to talk to my husband.
Okay.
And make sure he's okay with it.
Okay. Well, yeah, that would be my offer. Would be 260,000 cash as is. We cover the closing costs, no commissions, and like I said, we would close somewhere late September, early October.
Okay. And what is your name?
My name is RJ Bates.
Wait a minute. R.J. Bates.
RJ Bates. Just the two letters, RJ.
And this is your phone number.
This is my office line. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you want me to send pictures of the interior, I've got them.
Let me give you my cell phone because this is the office line, so it wouldn't go through via
Yeah.
text message.
Yeah.
So my cell phone number is 817
Okay.
915
Uh-huh.
6860.
Okay. Okie doke. And it was R.J. as in juice?
Yep, as in juice, and then Bates like Bates Motel.
Yep, got it.
When do you think you'll be able to talk to your husband about that?
Well, he's out to another ranch. We have a ranch right outside of town, so it would be this evening.
Okay. So do you want me to follow up with you tomorrow?
That would be fine.
Okay. I'll call you tomorrow, and yeah, let's
I'll try to send you the pictures here today.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, thank you so much.
Sure. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bro, that call gave me PTSD from high school.
Why?
She called me R-gay.
Bro, I didn't know if she actually said that.
She actually did. She
Bro,
said,
God bless this woman. God bless this woman for vindicating me, right? I come on here and get roasted. RJ calls the sellers and gets roasted.
she said, what's your name? I said RJ. She says R-gay. I mean, it's like, bro, who would name their kid R-gay?
Bro, that is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. You know what's so funny? StreamYard just gave me the option to stream to my audience, so I'm streaming to my audience as well. and I was gonna say going live with RJ Gates, and I was gonna put Gaytes, but I was like, no, let me be mature than the seller. Oh god.
My favorite part about that is I said I'm going to be a little bit below the 275. If I am, would you have to talk to your husband? She said he wouldn't go any lower than 260. Well, ma'am, that's what I'm offering you. Well, I have to talk to him.
yeah, that's what I was like. Wait, what?
What just happened? Oh man,
I love it. That made me feel so good though, because there's so many in the back of my mind, and I'm not just saying this to gas up RJ. I'm pulling up the next. I'm actually going to call this guy back because I think I can get him. I think I can get this deal at 245. But I'm not just saying this to gas up RJ, but I have certain people in my life that I ask what would they do in this situation, and all of the people who follow my content can testify. The name I probably drop the most on my lives is RJ, because I'm like, dang it, RJ would be pissed if he would have seen this call. but no, just to see guys, like the reality of you have the king closer here, and even following the sales process, it's not, you're not always going to get the one call close. You know, you can do all of the things right. You can even have a motivated seller. It doesn't mean that we're not immune to the follow-up.
Well,
and I love that.
You shouldn't aim to close every call on one dial. I could have pushed there. I think that would be a mistake. Because what did she say? She said, well, I have a showing in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So if I push here to try to close that before that showing, she feels like something's off.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to push her to want to do that showing even more. I think what happens right there is she feels some sort of a level of comfortability from me that I'm saying, this is my offer and I stand by it, and I'll follow up with you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Go talk to your husband, do your showing, do what you need to do. Quite frankly, I don't care if I get this deal or not. I want her to get the best outcome for her. And if it's with us, that's great. If it's not, that's okay. I'm going to place 10 more dials and I'll get a contract. Like that just, it comes through the reps. And there's times where in that, I call it panic moments where you start going, well, what should I do here?
Mm-hmm.
You should listen to the seller. What does the seller want to do? She wants to talk to her husband. She wants to have that showing in an hour. She was already a little bit skittish. So let her live where she needs to be, and we'll follow up tomorrow. If it's a win, it's a win. If it's not, we just chalk it up to one of the 9 losses that we're going to have no matter what.
I love it. I love it, man.
All right, you gonna call that one back?
Yeah, let me call him back. I might be able to redeem myself here. Let's see. Boom. Come on, Thomas. Show me some love, man. No matter what happens, it can't be worse than RJ Argay.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Kevin Herrera says Earon has that beautiful baby black skin. I don't know how to take that. You know what I was just gonna say, guys? Have y'all noticed how clear RJ's skin is?
Hey, baby, that's the skincare routine every morning.
Bro, I can tell you have a skincare regimen. You have some really clear skin, bro. I never noticed that.
Maybe I should make YouTube videos over my skincare regimen.
You really should. I would watch that. A grown man like you with the beard, like walking people through the step-by-step of like the cleanser, the toner, the moisturizer.
You know the benefit of having the beard?
What?
Your skincare products last twice as long because you're only covering half as much skin.
Bro, that's facts though. That is facts.
The beard naturally takes care of most of it.
All right, I'm gonna triple tap him, and if he even answers right now, he's probably gonna be ultra annoyed with me. But guess what? I'm doing it for social.
I'm doing it for the live, baby.
Jose says that's a huge misconception that kills confidence. One call closes are rare. Shout out Jose. Shout out Jose. He's one of our acquisition guys, and he's just.
Your call has been forwarded to
I'm watching
voicemail.
him do some really
The person
incredible
you're trying
things.
to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey Thomas, this is Aaron. I was calling about the property there on Myron Drive. Oh, I was muted. Dang it. Shoot. Son of a gun. All right, let me just send him a voice note. Hey Thomas, this is Aaron. I'm the one who called you about the Myron Drive property. I actually have really good news, and I promise I won't waste your time. Give me a call or text back as soon as you get an opportunity. It'll only take a few minutes, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Hope all is well, and hopefully we can talk shortly, brother. Bye. All right. Your turn, bro.
You didn't talk to anybody.
Oh, snap. That's right. That's right. All right,
You
cool.
know, voicemail doesn't count.
Yeah, that's facts. All right, cool. On to the next.
You trying to put all the pressure on me over here? I'm the only person that has to talk to people.
No, good point. Good point.
I fly solo on these lives plenty of times, okay? I like it when I've got a partner where I only have to bring 50% of the content. I mean,
No.
sure, in your case, it's all of the good content, but at least you're here.
That is not true, bro. That is not true. I bring the entertainment. What's up, Edwin? My money's on RJ. Never mind. I take that back.
You've reached Dave Dean.
I'm a huge proponent of I double and triple tap whenever me or I have my team calling. How do you feel about that? What's your philosophy on the call cadence, RJ?
I don't love it. I
Really?
don't like starting conversations with why are you calling me so much? Like, I always use this example, okay? I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm taking a shit. And you call me. And I ignore it. And then you call me again. And I'm really just wanting to watch the TikTok that I want to watch. But you keep calling me. I'm gonna be mad, bro. I'm gonna answer the phone, messy butt and all, and be like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why do you keep calling me? I'm taking a shit, bro.
So I'm not arguing with you because number one, I agree with that, but I still got you on the phone. All right. Number two, I was on one of my lives. I don't know if I told you about this. I think I shared this. I snipped this and shared it, and it blew up. The video blew up. But I called the lady, and she's like, "What?" And this is like the third time I called her back to back. She's like, "What?" And I'm like, I was calling about the property, and she's like, "Here's the information. This is the bedroom bath. This is the da-da-da-da-da-da. This is how much I want. Now I'm gonna go finish sucking my husband's dick, and I'm gonna call you back." I can't make this up. Those of you who follow my content know.
Bro, that's amazing.
And I was like, enjoy. I didn't know what else to say, so I was like, enjoy. And then she
You said enjoy?
I don't know what else to say.
Damn, that's
like,
amazing. Okay, do you remember Naaman in the past Closers Olympics?
Yeah, Naaman Taylor.
He talked to the dude on the toilet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did the same thing. He triple dialed the guy because he's like, I have to get this. And the guy's like, dude, I'm on the toilet right now. And he's like, it's okay. You can sign the contract while you're on the toilet, man. He's like, open up your email. It's just a DocuSign. It's just a couple of taps, bro. And then you can get back to wiping.
That's wild.
Bro, you want to know what would have made that video go crazy?
What?
Even more than it probably did is
What?
if you were like, hey, don't forget, Hawk Tua.
Okay, but it was before Haktua was was a thing. So
That is crazy.
yeah. That was definitely a
Man, I want that to happen on one of my calls.
fun one.
I've had some pretty crazy ones, man. Some of them were almost, it was like uncomfortable that I was live.
Yeah.
Like I had the one where I talked to the brother like multiple times.
Uh-huh.
And then the brother called me to let me know that he had been murdered. And they found our contract printed off in his truck. And he was like, so we have to sell the house. And I saw you offered this. So will you still buy the house?
Oh my God, bro.
That one was crazy. The other one was I was talking to a seller and she's like, my husband passed away. And she said it for like the first 30 minutes of the conversation. And then at the end, she said my husband was killed in a mass shooting, and then went into how the mass shooting took place. It was at his work. Colleague came in and just walked into the lunchroom and just killed everybody and then killed himself. And I'm live, dude. I mean, it's like, I don't know. At times it's like sharing that kind of stuff is like, man, I almost feel bad about it. But but the de-sucking, I mean, that would have just been hilarious. I mean, I would have run with that.
Oh yeah, that was great. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. And she had such a good attitude about it, you know.
What would have been hilarious is I would have had so many comebacks for it. I really want this to happen to me now. I'd be like, nah, just set the phone down. I'll wait a couple minutes. We don't have to hang up. Let me write the contract up and I'll send it over to you.
No, another crazy one was obviously I am ethnic, but as a lot of my friends and family say, they say, Aaron, you talk white. So I'm like, okay. So I'm on the phone with this gentleman. He obviously thinks I'm white, and he's like, well, I'm so glad I'm talking to you because one of the things about it is I will not sell this property to any Mexicans or N-words. I'm like, yep. Little do you know, I'm both.
Yeah. Bro, Patrick Brown had that. Where the guy said the N-word and Patrick just died laugh. And for those of you who don't know, Patrick is black. Yeah. And he was just like, yeah, I agree. You ain't selling it to any of those. And then he said it back and then closed the deal and then signed it.
Yes.
All right. Get somebody on the phone, bro.
All right. Now, this one right here. This is a deal right here. This one's actually in your neck of the woods. This one's in Clover Valley Drive, Dallas, Texas.
All right. Well, I actually get a deal. And then we can do a deal together, okay? Don't lock it up at full retail, Steve Train style. You're not sending a listing agreement. You're sending a wholesale contract.
It already looks like he's asking like way below retail. So this should be I should be a good order taker on this one.
There you go.
You're definitely not selling to one of those.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
That's funny. All right, I'm double triple tapping despite what RJ says.
Nah, do it. Look at the results it gave you on that TikTok.
Facts.
How many views did that get?
A lot.
I bet it did. I bet that popped off.
She just said it with such confidence.
Your call has been forwarded to.
All right, this is the triple tap right here. For those of you that don't know, we do the 5 touches. So we'll triple tap, and then if they don't answer, I'll leave a voicemail, then send a text. Come on, man. This one looks like a sexy deal, too.
Chad, can I help you?
Hey, Chad, this is Aaron. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. I was calling about the property there in Clover Valley Drive.
Okay. Can you call me later?
I can. When would be the best time to follow up with you?
Probably after 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Okay. All right. And I'm assuming this is you're in Dallas, so this is CST, correct?
I'm sorry. I am in Dallas.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're in the same. We're in the same. Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, Central Time.
So how does 4:30 work for you?
That's fine.
Okay. Hey, thank you for your time, Chad. And I'll say, is this your cell phone? Can I text you here? That way you know who's calling you. Okay. I'll send you a text now, and I'll talk to you at 4:30.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Bye. That's why we triple tap, fellas.
You got him.
All right. I'm sending the text right now.
I mean, he didn't sound happy. I mean, you probably ruined the whole deal just because he's not happy with you, but it's all right.
Yeah, I don't think so, bro.
All right. Let me
What up,
find-
Chris Kelly? That's my
Man.
brother right there.
Man, do you remember when Chris used to have the most epic beard in all of real estate?
I told him that. I'm like, man, you got to bring that beard back, bro. Chris Kelly is partially part of the reason why I even considered growing my beard.
I remember the day that I saw Chris shave the beard off, and I mourned like for an entire day. It's just he needs to explain it to me. I need an explanation, Chris. What happened to the beard?
Let us know, Chris. Put it in the comment section. What happened to the beard, bro? It's not the same.
It's not the same. All right, here we go. We're going back to my favorite stomping grounds lately, East Tennessee. Not gonna lie, chat's a little quiet today.
I noticed that.
It's a little bit weird. I mean, Hi, is Charles there? Hey, Charles, this is RJ Bates. I was calling about your property there on Old Jonesboro Road. Looked like you talked to someone on my team about selling that property. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. How much you looking to get for it?
Well, as much as I can.
I hear that. What's the magic number?
Well, I really not real sure yet. I got a little bit of work to do. I kind of got hit in the head.
You got hit in the head.
Yeah, somebody came along and stole my tractor.
Oh no.
I got people looking for it, but they haven't found it yet. So I don't. Things kind of going kind of slow, but anyway, I've been getting some offers, but it seems everybody just wants to buy one piece, but they want all of it.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to buy the whole thing. Is that what you're looking to sell? Is all of the land and the house? And some people, they don't want to buy all of it.
Yeah, they want it all. They just won't buy one piece. They want to buy one piece, or they want to price it at one piece and take it all. So I'm having a little trouble with that. But,
Well, that's what I'm asking. I mean, how much do you? What's your number? What's your asking price?
well, I'm looking at somewhere around 400.
400. Okay.
Yeah. The house is worth 225, 250, and the land will make up the rest of it.
Right. Does the house need any work, or you said you had some work that you wanted to do to the property?
Well, there's some people just moved out of it, and they had some. This lady lost her husband, and she's had some trouble getting all of her stuff moved out and stuff like that. So I'm giving her as much time as she needs, and But anyway, this deal with the guy that stealing my tractor just came along right in the middle when we were trying to get all the exterior in good shape.
Right. When you say they hit you in the head, did they like attack you?
Pardon me?
When you say when they stole the tractor, did they like attack you or did they just take the tractor?
Well, I was having knee problems, and so I wasn't going out there every day. And I'll be darned, they came out there and got the tractor out, put it on a truck, and moved it all the way.
Jeez.
I had left one thing was my fault. I had taken a lock off of the gate, so the lady there, in case she came down there, she had some stuff stored in the barn, and I thought she might be taking that out, so I took the lock off. Well, they took advantage of it. I've never had anything taken out there. And somebody just came in and loaded my tractor up on a truck and moved it out.
I'm sorry to hear that. I know that.
Well, we've got him in jail, but he hadn't come to they haven't tried him yet.
Right.
So I don't know if he's gonna help me get the tractor back or if he's gonna give it up.
Right. Well, taking a look at, it's kind of a unique property because you've got so much land in comparison to other properties that have sold out there. I'm trying to find something that I could compare it to. There's some that have a lot more land that have sold. There's a lot that have, just normal size lots.
There's right now, there's 3 lots right across the street from them. And they're priced at I think 2 of them are $39,000 and one of them is $40,000. And they're 9/10 of an acre, all 3 of them. So they're getting $40,000 for less than an acre.
I see that. Yeah, there's a lot of land right there for 35, 39,000. Right across the street. I'll be honest with you, as an investor, looking at this, I don't know if the fit is right for me, because it's a lot of land. It's not like land that I would want to develop on or anything like that. You've got a good house. What's the reason why you haven't just listed this with a real estate agent?
Well, I don't get a lot out of them, out of real estate agents.
I hear that.
I really think people feel like they're getting a better offer from direct. If you don't use one, they know how much he costs. They don't like paying it.
Yeah. I think for me personally, I don't think it's a good fit just because it's not necessarily what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like a distressed property, something that I could clearly see 3, 4, 5 other properties look just like it that have sold similar. And with this being on a lot of land, and like you said, the property doesn't need a lot of work itself. I just don't think it's a good fit. I was just curious if your plans were to list it, because I think that would probably be the way that you get the most amount of money. But I hear you on the real estate agent side. But for me personally, I don't think it's a good fit for me, because it's just not the right type of property for me, Charles.
Right. Well, I understand that.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, Charles, and best of luck. And then hopefully you get your tractor back. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that one.
Why didn't you make an offer though? You just feel like you were too far apart?
I don't think it's a deal that can be disposed
At all?
No, I mean, if you take, like, first of all, it's 500,000 square feet of land. Okay. So what is that? 10 acres roughly, 10, 11 acres. Right across the street, there's probably 12 lots for sale for $35,000, and none of them are selling. So land is not scarce there. Land is just sitting on the market. And his selling point there is that you're getting land. And then the house itself was built in 1948. It's 2,300 square feet. I'm looking at it going, what investor would want to take this on? And again, Aaron, this is a big thing that we teach, is like, hey, embrace no. If it's not a fit, I'd rather move on from this one and then get a good deal. I don't want to get a bad deal. I don't want to try to manufacture out of this just because he sounds nice. He's on the phone. And quite frankly, I don't think I'm the person to help him. I think someone else could come along, and maybe someone that understands, Bristol, Tennessee market better than me could do that. But that's not the deal I want. I'd rather be picky about it.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, on a side note, my guy called me back. I mean, he texted me back, and he said, make the offer over text. So I made him the offer. He said, there are tenants in there now. Will you honor their leases? And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know that. How long is the lease for, and how much are they paying? Only asking because if I inherit the tenants, I need to have a plan. And so it shows that he read it. So let's see if I can lock something up right now. But in the meantime, let me go ahead and call this next one, so I can show everybody who the real king closer is.
I see.
All right, let's show the people who the real king closer is around these here parts.
Hey, don't forget, this is what people said during the Closers Olympics when I embraced no there. Look at this. My boys over there locking up 4 deals.
Hey, let's go, Tyler. Let's go. What's up, Rockin' Robin?
I love how she changed her name to Rockin' Robin.
What was it before?
Her name?
Oh.
Please leave your message for 5.
All right, I'm double tapping.
Well, Chris, one of the things you want to find is proof that properties have sold, right? That's what I saw is proof that land is not selling. I have nothing to compare it to. I have nothing to say investors are doing. There's no investor activity. One of the things that you can do with Privy is you could search in the area to see what investor activity is going on and what they bought the properties for and what they sold it for. What I saw there was just on Zillow. I just see a bunch of red dots. There's no yellow.
I don't know if her name is Latia or Latia.
Latia.
Yeah, Latia.
Yeah. But you can get away with that.
Yeah, well, but watch I say, and she's like, "Excuse me, no, my name is Latia."
Yeah.
Please leave your message for 50229.
That was a triple tap.
3129.
Hey there, this is Aaron. I was calling about the property there on Duval Drive. Just wanted to see if you were still interested in selling it. If so, definitely feel free to call me back. My number is... I hope all is well, and hopefully we can talk soon. Bye.
Bro, just so you know, I've been giving my cell phone number out on lives for many, many years. And the worst thing that happens is someone calls or texts you.
Bro, I have thousands of missed texts. In addition to that, like, I get weirdos. I get people who send me sexual messages.
That's just me from my burner phones. I already have your cell phone number, bro. There's nothing you can do.
That's funny, man. That's true. Like all the people that prank me, there's so many people because I've given out my phone number so many times. Dina Marmal is one of the people who pranks me. So annoying. It'd be the ones closest to you, man.
I mean, honestly, I have not ever pranked you because I have your cell phone number, but now that I'm thinking about it, I should.
I typically make for a good prank because I'm so gullible and believe stuff.
Dude, I was looking up pranks because I want to prank my my brother-in-law. He recommended, he's an attorney. He recommended me to this attorney here in Fort Worth that I can't stand. And so I want to prank him. And I was looking up stuff. Dude, you can send like spider eggs. And the spider eggs will hatch. And so when they open it, spiders will run out. Like there's some cruel stuff that you can do.
Bro, that is horrible.
Right?
Bro, that is horrible. When I think about pranks, I think about stuff like pouring Kool-Aid in the knob of your shower so that it looks like blood is oozing out. Like,
right.
You're talking about releasing spider eggs in somebody's house? That's wild, fam. Bro, that is like, for me, if you did that to me, I'd be like, that's not a prank, bro. That's war. That is not a joke, fam.
I didn't say I did it. I didn't say I came up with it. I just said while I was looking it up in the deep, dark, black web, I found that.
That's crazy.
Sugar in the gas tank, bro.
Sugar in the gas. Yeah, sugar in the gas tank is not a prank to me. That's war, bro. Like, why would you do that?
That's me sending you a bill. Like,
hey, Denise.
Hey,
Denise. This is Aaron. I was reaching out about the property there on Wyoming Street. Yes, ma'am. You had spoke with one of my agents some time ago, and I just wanted to call and introduce myself because I'll be the one that's making you an offer if you have a couple minutes.
Well, look, Aaron, I have not decided whether or not, I haven't decided to move quite yet. I am going to move, though.
Okay.
That's for sure. I am going to move.
So you're living there right now?
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm. Okay, makes sense. Well, let me ask you this. I don't want to waste your time, especially if you're not, seriously looking at selling right now. Do you have a certain general timeline that you think that you'll be considering offers and moving?
I'd like to know what offer you trying to make.
Well, I can get you an offer here on the phone. I'll be honest. I'd probably, without talking and getting a whole bunch of details from you, just based on the notes that you gave my agent, I'd probably be between the $220,000 and $235,000 range.
talk about that.
But if you were sincerely ready to sell, I'd be willing to take a little bit more time, get some more details from you, and maybe that number would change. But you know, what does that look like in terms of your time frame?
Well, my time frame, I don't really have a time frame. I am currently looking for I can see that, looking for a place that's suitable for me. And so whenever I find that, I'll be ready to start packing. Right now, I'm just clearing out clutter.
Well, typically
that process.
Well, typically the process for closing, especially if I'm gonna offer you at the price range I am, you know, typically it's like 60 to 90 day process. If it would be a 60 to 90 day process, do you think that's enough time for us to theoretically get started with the paperwork now, if we could agree on a price? Or is that still not enough time for you? I just don't want you to be scrambling around like a headless chicken trying to rush, and you know, moving is already a tedious process.
Right, and that's why I was taking my time to do this. For 60 to 90 days, I have to let me find the place. If I find the place, I'm ready to go, and I can make that promise.
Okay. Completely understood. And I'll tell you what then, what I'll do is can I follow up with you every 2 weeks or so?
Yeah, give me your phone number in case I do something.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Yeah.
It's 830 200 1296.
And do I ask for Earon?
This is my personal cell phone number, so you can text me, you can call me, and this is the best place to reach me.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. I'm very well connected in the area. Where do you have a certain idea about what you're looking to get, or where you're looking to move? Because I may be able to help you with that as well.
Let me work on that on my own.
Okay.
For now, if I get to the point where I'm like, then I'll ask for help.
Okay, understood. Well, I'll tell you what.
Let's be clear. We are looking at. I'm looking. I see at 250,000, but the 35 pounds, I can work with that.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, I think we're in the right ballpark. And then once you're ready to go, I'm gonna touch base with you every couple weeks or every few weeks, and that's not for me to pressure you. I just want to stay top of mind. So I might send you a text or just leave you a voicemail or give you a call and check up on you, because what I don't want to happen is somebody else beats me to the punch, and then I call you and you say that it's already under contract with someone else.
Okay. You can keep in touch. But I am thinking about that price. Serious, because I put some work into this house. And I'm not going to just give it away. Definitely not. No,
I wouldn't expect for you to. No, this is and I like this zip code too. So especially if you've maintained it well. Let me do the. Is this your cell phone number, Miss Denise?
No, it's not. My phone number. Landline.
Okay. Would I be able to have your cell phone? That way I can text you?
No.
Okay.
That's why I use it this way, because if you leave me a message, tell me who you are, and I'll call you back.
Okay. Understood. Okay. Well, I'll definitely make a note of this, and thank you for your kindness, and hopefully we can do business together, Miss Denise.
All right.
Yes.
Take care.
Yes, ma'am. You too. Bye. It's so funny. She said, "I'm serious on that price, but I'll work with you 235." Now, here's the thing. All the notes here, I have incredible notes here. I have the breakdown of the property. I have the Zillow. I have the pictures. It says the condition is excellent. Condition of roof is excellent. HVAC is excellent. Cosmetically excellent. Doesn't need any repairs. I'm looking at the property. Looks like it's in great condition. And the ARV that I'm seeing is $330,000. So I offered 230 because I'm like, that's a no-brainer. But I do see on the notes that she wants 250. However, she did say that she would consider the 230. So I'm gonna hold her to that.
I don't think she liked you.
I think she did. I think she was playing.
I don't think she did.
Why?
She wasn't vibing with you, bro.
Yeah, it's always like that in the beginning with me, bro.
I'm just saying.
You know what it is?
If you had gotten the cell phone number and sent her a picture of you, then she would have vibed with you. She thought you sounded ugly. I actually thought that's how she was getting. She's gonna be like, "Son, you're not pretty enough for me. Okay, you ain't getting my cell phone number."
Well, the thing about it is, I wouldn't send her a pic with this mop on my head right now. I would get it braided.
Oh, you just show up to my lives that way. I appreciate that.
I'm not gonna show up to your lives looking pretty, bro.
We're going to Jacksonville.
Chris Bacon says, sending nudes to you now, Aaron. Just get good angles, please, if you're going to send me nudes.
You can't call him Chris Bacon.
Why?
Because his name is Crispy Bacon.
Oh, is that really his name?
No.
Your call system will connect to an automated voice messaging system. It is not available.
Crispy Bacon. That's so funny.
Let me try this out. You said I'm supposed to triple tap it, huh?
Triple tap. And the last two people that answered for me said nothing about the fact that I had called him 2 times prior to them answering.
I'm trying it.
I compromised with you. I said my number live.
You did.
Someone just called me back. Who is this? Oh, one of my sellers called me back.
Hey, is Jimmy there? Hey, Jimmy, this is RJ Bates calling about your property on Brookmont Avenue. Look like you talked to someone on my team about selling that property. Is that correct? Your phone's kind of breaking up on me there, Jimmy.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm going to keep that property.
How much did you want for it?
I want 280.
280. What made you change your mind?
They ain't give me what.
Ah, okay. Well, maybe I will. 280. What kind of condition is it in?
It's in good condition. I mean, it ain't good. It needs plumbing. It needs some plumbing work. I mean, the whole house needs plumbing.
Whole house needs plumbing. All right, so you want 280. You said other people wouldn't give you 280. Why wouldn't they give it to you?
That's told us to them.
They didn't tell you?
No, I didn't actually.
So just a quick look. Looks like similar size properties in the neighborhood. You got one listed for 365. You got one under contract, 335, 317. So they're going in the mid threes. Is it because it needs the plumbing and some other work done to it?
Yeah. The man come out there. He said,
It needs how much in plumbing? Man, you're breaking up on me.
I said 7,000.
7,000. And what do I get for this 7,000? The whole house is replumbed for 7,000?
Yeah.
I would be a rich man if I had that plumber. Who? Nah, I bet you're a rich man. Yeah, I think 280, 7,000 repo on my house. I don't think I definitely can't do that. And I don't think the 280 is going to work. So I think I might have to pass on this one, Jimmy.
I understand.
All right. Bye-bye. Nope. Next. Bro. 7,000 in repo on my house. Get out of here. What are we talking about?
Okay, my guy just texted back and he accepted the offer. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see it?
Get your head out of the way.
I'm good with 245. When would you want to close?
Okay, but what offer you? Is that cash that you're making, or is that Novation?
No, it's Novation. It's Novation.
All right, so explain to me how you're going to close a Novation via text.
All I need for him is to agree to the number and agree to my time frame. If he does, I'll explain all of that over the phone. I'll need a 60-day closing. Other than that, I can draw up the purchase agreement if you're able to hop on a call and review the paperwork together briefly, period.
Hey, Glenn wants to know, what is a Novation?
Good question. I think that's Galen.
As Glenn. Okay.
Oh, it's Galen.
I'm going to need you to learn how to speak Eastern European.
I don't know. All the gay talk that's been on here.
It's like Glenn with an A. It's Gutlin.
Got you. Well, Galen, good. That's right, RJ. Here you go. Okay, so yeah, a novation. The word novation means to be replaced. So with an assignment, we are assigning our rights to someone else. With a novation, we are literally being replaced by another buyer. We are being removed out of the deal and being replaced or supplanted by a new buyer. And we utilize the novation strategy when the end buyer is utilizing traditional financing on the back end. The reason why is because institutional lending, typically like FHA, VA, conventional, USDA, they do not honor assignments or double closes because they have this policy called seasoning, where you have to own a property for a certain amount of time. So even if you double closed it and became the owner, they still wouldn't close it because you haven't been the owner for a long enough period of time. So in this case, where the end buyer is going to be utilizing traditional financing, since we cannot double close or assign, we novate. So typically what's interesting about this, without getting into a long spill so that we can get into the next dial, is that we can typically take deals that would have never been a wholesale deal, and because the end buyer is going to be utilizing traditional financing, aka like the consumer, the actual owner occupant, we can actually turn what would have never been a wholesale deal into a profitable deal, and that's a novation. Now, right. let's also not confuse. Not because you list a property on the MLS makes it a novation, because you can list a property on the MLS, and if the buyer is utilizing cash or hard money, it's still an assignment. It's still a double close. You can still exit that way. It is only a novation. You only need the novation strategy when the owner occupant is utilizing traditional financing.
So in this scenario, you tell the guy, I can give you, what did you offer? 240?
Yeah, 245.
So you offer him 245. You say you need a 60-day close. Okay.
Yep.
And this is tenant occupied.
Yep.
Prior to you signing a contract with them, do you explain that you're going to be listing this on the MLS?
Yeah, I do let them know. I do let them know that now. And the way I frame that is, whenever I'm explaining it, is now, just so you know, typically in this situation, my offer would have been about 190 to maybe 210,000 max as what we would consider an easy peasy cash deal. However, in this situation, we're offering you our concierge service, meaning I can offer you significantly more money. However, I am going to need the ability to work with my realtor and our network of online buyers, potential buyers. So this is why we're going to need a little bit more time. and I will need your expressed permission to work with a realtor. I cannot work with a realtor on my team without your express permission. Now, with that said, this doesn't change the our offer in terms of how much money you're going to make. I'm just going to need more time.
Gotcha.
So the framework is around my low cash offer, making my Novation offer significantly more appealing. And then I just throw that little catch in there, like, I'm going to be working with a realtor, but no worries. I'm going to be paying for the realtor fees. You don't have to worry about that. I just need a little bit more time.
Oscar, that was Jimmy in Jacksonville. I think now you see how I would handle it. Again, I'm a lot more aggressive with no's than most people. I've talked to 3 people. One is a follow-up, and 2 were very quick no's. And that's how I like to handle my stuff. I really don't like to force myself into a situation where I'm following up with unmotivated people, people whose price is just way out there. And then I don't like it when I feel like sellers are lying to me. So when I get told it's $7,000 to replumb an entire house and that's all that needs to be done, well, first of all, you can't replumb a house without causing additional damages. So it can't just be just plumbing. There's going to be tile or drywall or something that gets messed up in replumbing an entire house. That is a massive undertaking. So for me, I am just embracing no with Jimmy. I don't ever want to talk to Jimmy again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's your turn, bro.
All right. This guy just called me back, so let's get him on the phone. Boom, Mr. David.
So Glenn asked about the Novation because he just completed one, and he's in Titanium University. He made 40,000 on it. We're gonna do a video. We're gonna do a case study on that next Tuesday. Let's just say he regrets making the 40,000.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean? I could understand regret doing a Novation interim, but after you've made the 40K, you still regret it?
Yep.
Did the guy try to sue? Is the guy trying to sue or something?
It was just about what he had to go through to get it to the finish line and what he had to sacrifice to make 40,000. I mean, basically reverse engineering it. Personally, I feel like he left probably 100, 120 grand on the table to make 40.
Is that the fault of the Novation, though?
It's the fault of the exit strategy.
So Novation.
Yeah.
I'm so curious to hear this case study.
It's about the headaches and everything that came up along the way in order to get the deal across the finish line, because you are dealing with traditional finance.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, I mean, the last one that we closed, it's the same thing. Yeah, like you're dealing with appraisals, you're dealing with inspections, you're dealing with the realtor. Good Lord, you're dealing with the realtors.
I mean, when you're solely focused on wholesaling, you can sit here and I'm not going to make that deal go through because I'm going to get the next one that's at a good price, and I know I've got a buyer. And I don't have to worry about any liabilities. I don't have to worry about any repairs going out to properties. I mean, I think we'll get into it on the live, but I mean, I believe there were several nights that he was out at the property at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. You just don't have any of that. And so you start looking at it and you go, of course, we can do so many different things. We can sub to seller finance, novate the shit out of everything. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And so that's what I always tell people. If you want to do novations, make sure that's your strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do novation just because you can and you're trying to manufacture a deal because you haven't closed one. Right? Because then you're putting yourself in a position. If you're not prepared, if you don't have a good realtor on board, if you don't have capital to be prepared for the necessary repairs that could come up when you're dealing with traditional finance, I mean, dude, there's so many different things that can come up. I mean, what happens in the scenario of this deal right here, where the inspector goes out and says there's $12,000 worth of foundation work? Who's going to be in charge to get the 12,000? Are you going to be in charge of that, or is the seller going to be in charge of it? The seller's going to say, you agreed to buy the property as is for this price, right? So it's going to fall on your shoulders.
So the last time, it's funny because that actually happened. In fact, the deal was in McKinney. It was nearby you, and $400,000 house. We novated it because there was no way it would have been a wholesale deal. This actually came up. There was a bunch of little minor repairs that needed to get done. We just had the seller do that. We just had the seller do it, and we just passed it. We passed the pressure down to the seller, like, hey, our buyers are saying they need X, Y, and Z done before moving forward. So the seller, now it wasn't $12,000 in repairs. It was probably like $2,500 in repairs, but we passed that on to the seller, and he took care of it.
I'm telling you right now, if you get a property under contract, like this Novation, where it's $245 and you're listing it for $345, and that guy who just hung up on you sees that you've got it listed for $345, and you call him and say there's $12,000 in foundation repairs, he's going to tell you you're doing it. He ain't doing it.
It's funny. I'm telling you, that literally happened.
I know, but that was a different scenario, right?
Yeah.
Probably slimmer margins.
Yeah,
and a lot less repairs and different personalities. Yeah. I'm just saying there's a lot that could go into this, and if you're living inside of it on a daily basis, you get used to having that conversation just like you do.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is if you're a wholesaler and you decide to start becoming where you start doing novations just because you've heard other people do it, you're not an expert at doing novations, right?
Yeah, no, I hear you. That is true. That is true. Good food for thought for everybody here. Yeah, very, very good point.
Are you calling somebody?
Yep, I'm calling him right now. Come on, I need this contract.
I don't want to touch this.
Hey, yes, sir. This is Aaron.
Hi, Aaron. This is Dave.
Hey, Dave. Nice to talk with you. I was calling about the property there on Marcel. I don't know how to pronounce it. Marseilles Street?
It's French. Marseille.
Marseille. Okay. Well, yeah, I was reaching out to see if you were still if you were still considering selling it, because I might be interested in buying it.
Yes, I will sell it tomorrow.
Okay, awesome. I have a few of the details on it, and I don't want to waste your time. I was looking to get you a hard offer before I hop off the call to see if we're a good fit, if you had a couple minutes.
I do. Go ahead.
Okay, awesome. So like I said, I already have some of the details here, and we will not hop off this call before I get you an offer. While I'm putting together some of the numbers here for you, what makes you want to sell the property? This is a pretty good zip code.
Okay, that's a good zip code, and there's an easy answer. Earon, was it? You said?
Yes, sir.
Earon, I'm 78 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough by a reason, but this is my last rental, and I'm done.
Got you. So I imagine you've had a portfolio you've been liquidating.
Over a long period of time. Yeah, this is actually my last one that I've had for probably a couple years. Yeah, I've gradually liquidated. I was never big time, but I had 13 or 14 properties in Detroit.
Nice.
A lot of them in that zip code, but a couple of other.
Yeah. Good stuff. Well, right now, are there tenants in there?
There are tenants in there. I'm charging $1,000 a month. I just raised the rent to $1,000, and I've been there 3 years. Pretty good tenants, but right at the moment, she's actually behind in the process of evicting her.
Oh, holy smokes! Okay. Well, maybe we can help offset the situation. I have notes on the condition of the property. I'm already looking at it, so I won't waste your time with that. Let's get to brass tacks. I mean, what if we can come in and pay all the closing costs and just make this easy peasy? What are you needing for the property?
I want to say a number because here's the deal, Aaron. If you're fair with me, I'm ready to sell.
Okay.
And I'll be fair with you. I don't want you to come up with a reasonable number. Too many people offer me typical wholesale type. And I know you're looking to make money. Okay? I understand. I've been doing this for 40 years.
Okay.
But I'm not giving it away. I'll just continue dealing with it.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, you know where to look for comparables and everything else.
Okay. Well, typically I don't like to make the first offer because typically it's
Nobody likes to make the first offer. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're fine, man. After my own heart. No, I hear you. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. It looks like I have all the information I need in order to see if this qualifies for what we're looking for. Let me just place you on a brief hold. It won't be long at all. Let me just make sure my numbers are okay, and I'm gonna come right back with an offer. Hold on one moment.
Well, hold on, Aaron. One other thing. Make sure that you have the right information. I'm not sure if you talk. A lady I talked to earlier, she referred you to me, right?
Yes, sir.
So you know that the front roof is brand new, 3 days.
Yes, sir. I have that in my notes.
Okay, you got all that. All right, very good.
But if there's any other information that you feel like I should know before I run the numbers, please feel free to share.
The kitchen needs to be updated, but it's very functional, and there's a nice tile floor in there. I think that you may get that information, so I'll hold for you.
Okay, I'll be very brief, and I will be right back. All right. Yeah, I have a lot of the details already.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to your imaginary friend?
I'm talking to. What do you mean, imaginary friend? What are you talking about?
I didn't know if this is actually where the finance department exists.
I never said finance department.
So we're not in the underwriting finance department right now?
No. Did I say let me talk to my finance department?
I'm just making sure.
Okay, so just so you know, like I am not one of those.
What does that mean? You're not one of those.
That's never been a line that I used.
Bro, I feel like your dad is mad at you right now.
My dad? Why?
Yeah, because you said I'm not one of those, and it felt inappropriate.
I'm not part of those people.
You're not one of those people? Who are those people?
I'm not one of those people who has an imaginary finance department.
Can you name one of those people?
You trying to get me in trouble, bro.
I want you to say someone that uses the fake finance department.
Eric Klein?
Why did you have to say him? He always says that I'm talking about him when I say that. Like, bro, he's been in the industry for like 2.5 years.
I don't know. You said, I don't know. Someone else who says
Did we all forget about Keith Everett?
And Keith Everett?
Okay, I forgot about Diddy. Why did we forget about Diddy? Diddy needs to release a new album. That's all I'm saying.
You know what it is? It's that I haven't talked to Diddy in a while, and I always see Eric Klein's content on my stuff. All I'm saying is that I'm not one of those people that say that.
Are you a fan favorite?
Of who?
Of EC, the GOAT.
I don't know about fan favorite. I mean, I respect the guy.
You like Eric? Do you also like Andy Elliott?
I can't rock with his style. I can't rock with Andy Elliott's style, bro.
Is it the skin tight pants?
No, it's the drawing. It's the drawing on people's belly and making fun of people's body weight on stage. I just never been.
I'm okay with that. I'm always okay with making fun of people. I can't handle the fact that I literally know everything about his anatomy. I know more about his anatomy than his wife does. Guaranteed.
All right, hold on. Let's see. I think I got an offer for this gentleman. Hey, David.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so it looks like, just it's gonna need a little bit of work. I'm not even too much concerned about that. I could be at $50,000 and pay all the closing costs and close quickly.
Yeah, sorry, we're not there. Somebody offered me 60 the other day, and I said if it was 65, then you'd twist my arm a little. But no, I don't think you're going up to that number. So I think we're all set.
Let me ask you this. Theoretically speaking, and I'm not saying that I can, but I don't want to nickel and dime and lose a potentially good cash flowing deal if I can make something happen here. If I could get to that 65 range, would we be able to move forward today?
Yes, you would.
Okay, hold on one moment.
I'm ready. I mean, I'm just, are you still there, right?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay. My general perception is that if somebody did some upgrades, that they could be sold for at least 85, 90 or better. And
he's not wrong.
I think that $1,000 a month is very reasonable as far as cash flow.
The only problem is that it's Detroit, and there are other smaller properties that are selling lower. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm here.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think you're necessarily wrong, and that's why I don't want to nickel and dime, but I wanted to shoot my shot, and if you would have said yes to the 50, I would have been happier than a baby farting. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know about those babies farting. So the girl I talked to earlier, Earon, I don't think she appreciated it, and I decided normally when folks call like this, and I know it's just somebody that's going to pass the information on them. So normally I would not share my favorite joke with someone like that. But I did, and I couldn't even get a little chuckle out of her. So when you go into the bathroom, you're American, and you come out, you're American. But what are you when you're in the bathroom, Earon?
European.
See, isn't that funny? I love that joke. Now, so you've heard it. This is great. I told that to a 65-year-old guy about a year ago, and he said he heard that when he was in grade school. Really? That's fascinating. I never heard it. And my wife likes to add, however, depending on your situation, when you're going into that bathroom, you could be Russian. Okay, so enough silliness. That's
well, no, I appreciated this. I needed this because it's been a long day. Give me another.
With the baby farting.
Well, give me a couple minutes. Let me just run this. Let me run this by my underwriting team, and I'll be right back. One moment.
Okay.
All right. Just so y'all know, I literally did that for RJ. I never say that. I literally never say that.
You did it for the memory of Diddy.
Okay, so here's what I'm saying. I do see. Okay, our property is it's renting for $1,000, so that already is enough for me to lock this up at 65. However, this is also Detroit, so our property is a 1018 square foot. I'm seeing an 880 square foot similar year built that sold for 70. I see another one that is 942 square foot, similar year built that sold for 125. My challenge is I'm seeing some other 880s that are selling for 30, one for 45, one for 55, one for 69, one for 27. So I'm gonna lock this up at 65 because I do believe that I believe I can make this swing based on the cash flow and based off. I have equal amounts that are selling in similar condition for higher than my price.
Someone get Todd Chun in here. Todd Chun's the mayor of Detroit. I bet you he could help you move this deal if he agrees with the numbers on it.
I believe in these numbers, man. I'm locking this up. I'm
All
locking
right,
this
lock it
up.
up.
All right. Hey, David.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I got good news.
Oh, wait, good and bad. Oh, go ahead.
No, well, I mean, it's good for me. I do have an approval for 65. And we can do 65 so long as you're ready to move forward today, and I can draw up the purchase agreement for you to review.
Well, you've been doing this for a couple of days, I'm thinking, and you know that nothing's done until it's signed. But correct. Yeah, you got a deal, okay?
I love it.
Email me or what?
Yes, sir. What is the best email for you?
Dave. But like, you got another joke for me? The baby farting was funny. I like that. You got any kids in your family?
I have 4 kids.
How's old's the youngest?
4 years old.
4. Okay, fine. So why do apes have big nostrils?
Why is that?
This is for your 4-year-old. Because they got big fingers. It's not that great, but I like it.
Well, I got one for you while I'm drawing up this purchase agreement for you.
Okay.
Why did the fly never land on the computer?
Oh, I think I've heard this. Never landed on the computer. Oh, no, I think you got me, though. Not sure.
He was afraid of the World Wide Web.
World Wide Web. Yeah, I think I had heard that. Or a variation of it anyway with the web. Yeah. That's good. Very, very good. Some doctors, I was in a doctor's office, I guess just yesterday, 2 days ago. And so I told him a joke, and he told me this joke. It related. No, I didn't understand it. I had to have my wife, the nurse, explain it to me. Something about eyes and a website for eyes or whatever. Anyway, I shouldn't have brought that up today. I'm fumbling with it. But I probably have 15 more. I actually just put on my dad jokes t-shirt that I have here. What do you call a nun walking?
A nun walking? What's that?
A Roman Catholic. I like your laughing. Sometimes people just go, oh, I got one lady friend of ours. 80% of the jokes I tell her, she says, whatever.
Well, I usually do that if they're not funny.
You're just being nice to me.
and then once you sign the contract, all the jokes stop.
I love it. I love honesty, Earon.
Hold on one moment, David. Okay, hey RJ, I'm about to send this over. I have another call literally in 4 minutes. I think that I'm gonna have to hop off this because it's gonna take me a few more minutes to be able to lock this up.
Did you hear the news?
What? What's the news?
The toilet lids at the local police station have all been stolen. It happened 2 weeks ago, and the cops still have got nothing to go on.
Guys, you can't make this stuff up, dude. I didn't even realize. Wait, did you type that in there right now?
Yeah.
That is so funny. Okay.
All right, so you're done.
I gotta hop off. Let me just let David know.
All right.
Hey, David.
Yes, sir.
This has been an absolute joy talking with you, all jokes aside. And I do have a call that I have to hop on in 3 minutes. Do you mind if I draw this up and send it over to that email and then call you in a couple hours for us to at least review it together?
Yeah, that's good. I'll be able to review it. That's great.
Okay, awesome. Such a pleasure talking with you. I'll text you right now, and I look forward to doing business with you.
Thanks, Earon. Me too.
Yes, sir. Bye.
All right, bye.
Guys, would you consider that a victory over RJ Bates?
Oh no, you've had more calls than me. I've got mine locked up right now.
All I want to say is that I'm continuing in my streak of at least a verbal agreement or a contract on every live that I hop on calling SVA leads.
Okay.
That's all I want to say.
All right, with SVA leads. I thought you were going to say with me. I was about to be like, no, sweetheart. We've all seen you. I've had a couple poor calls with you. I've had a couple poor calls. Actually, you've never had a poor call. You just didn't get a result. I'll give you that. You're normally you do the process. You go through whatever it is. It is. I mean, I will say I am worried about this one because it's Detroit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I agree with you. What's saving me is I do see other similar properties that are selling for the 70s and 80s, and it is renting out currently for $1,000 a month in as is condition. So that's where I am okay with it. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The it being Detroit is a little bit scary for me.
Gotcha. All right, bro. Go do your call. I'm gonna keep going. So I had leads I already had, so I'm just gonna call them.
All right, RJ, I love you, man. Thank you guys for tuning in, showing me love. I appreciate you, except for all of you who made fun of my hair today. But I look forward to going live with you again, dude.
All right, bro. See you. All right. I'm gonna call these leads I've got. Let's do this. Hey, is Richard there?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Richard, this is RJ Bates calling about your property on 47th Street. How are you?
Okay.
You had filled out a form on my website saying that you were looking to sell that property. Is that correct?
Correct.
Awesome. How much were you looking to get for it?
About 40,000.
You said 20?
40.
40. All right. And you said on the form that it needed a full gut renovation. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. How'd you come up with 40,000 if it needs a full gut rehab?
Well, my girlfriend wanted 46,000, so I was actually negotiated down to 40,000. So it's a 4-bedroom, 1 bath, 2.77 acres.
So I'm trying to look in here. I mean, around there, it looks like properties are going for like 60, 70,000. I mean, if I bought it for 40 and I do a full gut rehab, wouldn't I be upside down?
I don't know. I don't know what your rehab case look like.
Well, it's going to be the same cost as for everybody. I mean, drywall is the cost of drywall, paint's the cost of paint, floors cost of floor, you know? I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, I can tell you this. I mean, I can't get it done. I can't rehab a 1,500 square foot house for less than 20 grand.
Okay.
I mean, we would have to be much less. I mean, that's why I was saying, where did the 40 come from? It just feels like an arbitrary number. There's not a reason why that number's there?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to be significantly less. So if that's like a firm number, I mean, then I just got to go on.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. God dang it. Bro, that was insanity. That needed to be like $4,000. What? What? Maebe. How do you say that? God, I want to say maybe, and it's just. Hi, is this? I went back and forth on how to pronounce your name, but is it maybe?
Yeah, way to go, because a lot of people get that wrong. So I was gonna make you try anyway.
Man, I feel pretty damn good about that because I was like, I think it's maybe, and I'm gonna run with it. So, well, anyways, maybe my name's RJ. Mine's a little bit easier to figure out because it's just 2 letters. I'm calling about your property on Old Clydesdale. Looked like you filled out a form saying you wanted to sell that property. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Tell me the magic number. How much you want for it?
What fees do you have?
What fees?
Yeah, am I paying closing?
I'm paying closing. There are no fees. You tell me the number you want.
Well, my bottom dollar was $320, but time is of the essence. I really need to move. So, what you got?
All right. So I see on here you said emergency reasons. And this is obviously a pretty new house. I saw the pictures online. Looks good. So tell me, I mean, what's going on? Is you said you got a time is of the essence. What's the situation?
I just have some things that I need to resolve, and this house is costing me, and it's not benefiting me at this point. So, originally I was gonna list it traditional with a realtor back in the spring for spring market. Didn't go as planned. I had some non-functioning tenants in there. Finally got rid of them. The market sucks right now. I really don't want to deal with it. I don't want to put another tenant because I got a bad taste in my mouth in my last situation. I want the property off my hands because it's only costing me. The electric bill is costing me, the insurance, everything. So I just don't want the property anymore. I considered to sit on it again until the spring market again. Another realtor said I'll list it for $395. I get it. I've probably had every guarantee in the book. I really don't care to listen to a guarantee anymore. I want cash offer done with. Here you go. Goodbye. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Where I'm at right now.
All right.
So if the numbers right, we can agree. Then we have a deal. Like that's just to where I am. And I've reached out to a lot of places that are like as is offers, whatever. Honestly, the house is in good condition. It was well taken care of, well maintained, even with the tenants. It's not like it's in some, crap condition. It's not. The house is a good home. I just don't need it anymore, and I just want to get rid of it, and I don't want it to sit on the market and have to wait it out, deal with the hassle of it all anymore. So I kind of came up with my bottom dollar. Originally, my bottom dollar, I was wanting to walk away with $350, so I've already came off $30K off of that, come down to $320 walk away. So I would like a quick close, like by next Friday would be fantastic. The number is right.
All right. Like the way you move.
Yeah, I ain't got time for nothing else. I have a lot on my plate as it stands, so the less I have on my plate, the better for myself. So.
House looks like it was in really good condition when you bought it.
It was in really good condition. Those pictures are my pictures that are on Zillow. Those are mine. So it was well maintained.
Gotcha. Actually, I didn't even pull up Zillow. I was looking on my comping software. Okay. So this actually looks a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean, it compared to the other homes in the area, like, I do think that you could turn a decent profit off of it if you have time. I don't have time. But if you have time, I mean, another realtor wanted to list it at $395. I put it on the market for 2 weeks, if even, for $375, and then I just pulled it right back down and said I don't have time to wait, and I didn't want to have it sitting on MLS, so I pulled it back off. No hard feelings with the realtor, just wasn't gonna do what I needed it to do. So, but yeah, the comps in the area are at 380, I think. So I do feel like I'm being fair because in the price that I'm kind of at. So, but this other realtor told me this morning, oh, I'll sell it in 2 weeks for $395, and it'll get you your walkway. Sounds great, but she's taking a shot in the dark thing.
Yeah, I got you. Do you have a mortgage on it?
I do. I have a cash out refi.
Is it pretty close to that 320 number?
Yeah.
All right. What if I said, I don't want to give you 320 cash. I want to take the property over sub 2 and just give you the difference and then list it and sell it?
I don't know if they'll let it go sub 2.
What, the loan? Because you're worried about the due on sell clause?
Well, for one, it's listed with me and my spouse, and my spouse and I are separated, so he wants the loan cleared.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, so that's the other issue is I need the loan cleared because we're separated. So I'm already dealing with our primary home, and it's a big fiasco. So that's one less thing. Again, that's why I was saying I have a lot on my plate.
Right.
I don't know if they'd be willing to do that.
Well,
I can talk to them about that to see, but I just don't think that they're going to. I mean, I feel like, yeah, if you have 60, 90 days, you could probably sell it. I think that the houses are selling over there within 60 days.
well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, this isn't one of those things where it's not me buying, like assuming the loan. It's subject to the existing mortgage. So realistically, it's not like we're going to call the mortgage and be like, hey, we're transferring it. That would actually just stay in your name. And I would give you cash to walk away. Cause I mean, how much, if I would give you 320 today, how much is the mortgage that I have to pay off?
290.
So it's like 30K.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm really not making anything out of it.
Right.
But the loan just got transferred to another servicer, and they want me to make a payment to them of like $25,000.
25,000.
Yeah, because I was planning on selling it, so I had to pay the mortgage.
Oh shit.
I was planning to sell it and clear it, so that was kind of the other thing that I was like, oh well, the hell with it. I'll just deal with it when I deal with it. But now it's kind of domino effect on me, and so. So you would have to come off a little bit more than 30, I guess, to get where you're going on that.
Yeah, sub 2.
Do that, yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of kicked sub 2 out.
Yeah. I think if we paid X amount down, they would be okay to kind of have it sitting in the meantime, and then you sell it if you're willing to do that, but it would be you coming off more cash up front.
Yeah, I just the problem that I run into with 320, even if we said it was 300 or 400, what we could sell it for, it's just that's so much. It's like 80%. Then the cash to close for any of my lenders would be pretty significant. And realistically, I like the area. I was hoping I could just buy it sub 2 and keep it. But then when I heard you need this off, and then there's a spouse, and yeah, we gotta find a way. So there.
He's only on the loan, the cash out refi loan, not on the property. So I have the right to do whatever the hell I want with it, technically. But I'm trying to play nice.
So. I mean, it sounds to me like, correct me if I'm wrong, ultimately the most important thing for you is that you are alleviated of any financial stress from the property, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So with that being said, if there was a way that we could make this debt servicer be okay with a smaller payment than $25,000, would you be okay if I said, hey, I'll give you the $320, let me alleviate the financial stress from you, let me go list it. I've got my own broker in, like, my partner is a realtor, so I don't have to pay realtor commissions. She lists it, we sell it, and then you get your money when it closes at the end. Would that be something that you'd be okay with me alleviating the financial stress now? So what's that called is a novation.
Well, I'm already, now the servicer may agree to that and agree to, I think they're saying it's already in pre-foreclosure, but I was never notified by mail, by anything until I called in about the loan, because I was asking about a dollar amount they had in the escrow that it didn't make sense to me. And then that's when they told me, so they want a reinstatement fee. So that's the reason the fee is so high. They're wanting me to pay technically a bunch of bullshit fees, because what attorney am I paying? Because no attorney's ever served me anything. So that's my argument with them. So I reached back out to them this morning to tell them, hey, I think you need to come off these fees. I don't think that that's right or fair at this point, because of the fact that you're basic, like, I would understand if I had ever received anything, but they got this loan, they acquired this loan, was sent to them July 23rd. So at what point was there a foreclosure, and at what point was there an attorney? And I mean, U.S. mail may be called snail mail, but it don't take more than 7 days. I don't care where the mail's coming from. So why have I still not been notified to this day? I received the statement. So I'm arguing with them right now that they already need to come off the figure, because the figure doesn't sound accurate to me. And they charged me some other fee. So that opened a whole new can of worms for me yesterday when I found that out. So now that kind of gave me that, okay, I really need to figure this out, because I'm not about to deal with this, because I already, again, like I said, I have 100 other things I already have to deal with that I don't have a choice on. So that's kind of where I am with that, RJ, if I was being 100% transparent, because the reason around it, but that's kind of where I am. That's the situation as it stands. So I don't know that they're going to negotiate. They are a third-party lender. I'm not sure if you're familiar with SN Corporation. So they are that way, but I still need some cash now in order to deal with some other situations as far as what I'm going through personally. So that is kind of why I wouldn't mind to go the way you want to go, and you list it and you sell it and you do your own thing with the profit, so be it. But I would still need something up front.
How much do you need up front?
At least 20. At least 20 up front, and then I'll take the remainder whenever it sells. But in that case, we still need to deal with the servicer. It's a good house. Like, I know the money is there if you have the time to wait. I feel like, honestly, I'm taking the shit in because I'm in a situation. Whoever gets the house, it stands. I mean, 50,000 is 50,000. I feel like you could make it, and you said you don't have to pay no commission fee. So I feel like you would definitely turn a profit for sure. But
yeah, the problem is just 20 to you, and then we got to pay the servicer, and then we would assume holding costs in the meantime. It just, at that point in time, it almost becomes as expensive as us just like buying and cashing it out, and then we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, how quick do you need the 20? I mean, like you said, by like next Friday.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yes, but I can work on that one a little bit with you. If you want to put something together and think about it and figure out what works best for you, and then present it to me, and I'll look at it, because nobody's came to me with this offer. Everybody's just coming to me with a cash out. I'll give you the X amount. But, you know, they want 14 days or whatever, which I get it. It's a lot of money that we're talking about, but that's your business. And I feel like you should probably have it ready to go.
Does the house have the belongings in it still, or is it empty?
It's empty. I mean, it's literally show ready.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's ready to go. I mean, we could get this thing on the market ASAP. And I feel like we could almost call the servicer and say, hey, I don't know the best thing that I'd want to say there. I wouldn't.
I just don't think they're going to give me any more time. They gave me an expiration date of that reinstatement of October 4th, only because I called in yesterday and I argued and I emailed the guy back today. I never spoke to him on the phone. I argued back in the email and I said, I was never, when did y'all plan on telling me? I mean, don't they have to tell me? I'm not.
Well, yeah, you should have been notified via certified mail.
Yeah, and I've never been notified of anything. So to me, how did you put the home in foreclosure without any notification? And I told them the last servicer did not. I have the mail. So prove it to me that you already put this home in foreclosure. At what point was I notified? So to me, I should only have to pay the back mortgage and all this other bullshit. It's kind of, who are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't owe you that. Who's this attorney you want me to pay $5,000 to? Magical number? And so that's what I'm arguing now, because there is no paper trail behind this supposed foreclosure.
Right.
So if you know more about that than I do, fantastic. Because I don't. But to me, it sounds like bullshit. This is the everyday human being. Hey guys, it's pretty baby. Sorry, my daughter's sorry. So I personally don't think that the foreclosure should stand, because then they had the audacity to say, well, I mean, it would have been sent via mail. If they accidentally didn't send it, that could have just been overlooked. That's a major thing to overlook. Let's start there. So you need to back up and, figure out where y'all were starting this process, because it's never been posed to me.
Right.
Do you want to you probably have a lot more people that are familiar with or might know something better. Do you want to discuss it with them and then see what you can come up with and come back to me on it, and then we can discuss from there? Or
no, let me think. I'm trying to figure out the best way to handle this. Because what I'm worried about is if I were to pay you $320, like right now, like we were to open up title and you asked for the payoff, do you know for a fact that the payoff is $290, or is there a potential that the payoff is going to be a lot more?
the payoff letter, but they're charging me $18,000 in interest fees if I don't pay it off until October 4th. Hence why I said, if I can close by next Friday, because it changes the whole interest figure. You see what I'm saying? So the interest would come down to like $290. So that's kind of where I have the payoff letter. It was sent to me yesterday, and it's at 302, but 17,175 is interest charges for the next 30 days. So that's why I said, well, shit, if I can close way before that, I can save myself a shit ton of money. So that was why.
Can you send that to me?
Yeah. Can you? I just picked my kids up from school, so I have them in the car. Do you mind? Is this your cell phone number? Can you text me an email and I can send you the.
I'm gonna text you from my cell phone. This is my office number, but yeah, let me text you real quick.
Because they gave me a reinstatement letter, and the reinstatement letter is basically all the back mortgage payments plus the attorney fee, the magical attorney, right? I need that job because I would love to get paid for 10. And then some fees from the other, the escrow, which the escrow was the property taxes, but then the property taxes were $2,300 less than what this escrow amount is. So I asked for an explanation or description of what the escrow was, because there is none. And they don't have it to give to me either. So now I'm arguing about what the debt is. But the reason, that's why I guess I would say time is of the essence, is because I don't want to pay them $17,000 in interest charges over 30 days. I don't want to pay them shit, honestly, because that's crazy to me.
Did you get my text?
I think so. 915 number?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, let me, I have around the corner from my house. So as soon as I get there, I can, you just want to see the payoff?
Yeah, I want to see how they wrote that out and make sure I interpret it the same way you are.
Okay.
Because that's going to depend on how creative we can get here, if we can get creative at all. I wish there was a way that we could make that reinstatement go away. If the
Yeah, I mean, don't they have to prove a statement of fact that they did serve me with something? I would think.
I learned something a long time ago. When it comes to this kind of stuff, no. They, yeah. They're the big guys and you're the little guy. And in this scenario, the little guy doesn't win.
Yeah.
They come in and they can pretty much do the people that are dealing with their attorneys and whatnot are way smarter and know exactly what to do to make this go down the way that they need it to go down.
They want, yeah. For sure.
And to be clear, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the guy never responded to me either when I requested an explanation, which I don't feel like he's going to. So I said, well, shit, at this point, I feel backed into a corner. So I would just rather quickly close because I just kind of calculated the figures of what they were charging me in interest on a daily rate of like $582. So I said, well, hell, if I can just get it done by Friday the 13th, then it would be about $5,500, so $17,000. So
yeah,
I'm gonna get to the house and get on my computer and I'll forward that email to you and then just review it and give me a call back either from your cell or this number. I'll answer. I'll see the number.
Okay. What? I just got to ask you because this is my biggest concern. If I read that and I interpret it that at 320 you're not going to make any money, how are you going to feel about that?
I may not be in your same field, but I read it right. I know what it is.
All right.
I reviewed it about 52 times.
All right. I just wanted to make sure because.
Yeah, that's where I came up with that bottom line figure because I was like, at least if I do it this way and I close by that day, it kind of gives me that 30K walk away for 320. So
right.
That's really. I ran this number back and forth all morning, calculating it. I divided it out over the 30 days to come up with that payoff of what it would be if I close next Friday. I mean, if I can close sooner than that, if I could close Monday, I would just to save that money because I just don't want to give them an extra dollar towards interest. This whole thing was a shit field to start with. It was a shit for the person that we use for our mortgage, our loan officers screwed us big time. So it's already been a mess for the past year that I've been cleaning up. So at this point, it'll be alleviating me, but I still don't want to lose completely. So that's why I'm kind of at that 320. I walk away with something and not nothing. And the sooner I could close, if you said, okay, maybe we'll do it, I'll close with you tomorrow or I'll close with you Monday, even better for me because it's less money I have to pay them. When I saw the payoff, I was pissed. So trust me, I read it well.
Okay. All right. Well, send that over to me. I'll take a look and then we'll figure out a way to figure this out one way or another. I'm very familiar with this neighborhood in that area. I definitely think that we could get the property moved pretty quickly. It's just figuring out how we get there and what we have to do. in the meantime. So yeah, send it over to me, and then I'll give you a call back and let you know what we can do. Okay.
Sounds good. Give me about 10, 15 minutes.
All right. Thanks, maybe.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. That felt like I was saying at the end, thanks, baby. And it felt a little bit awkward to say that to a stranger. Okay. So that is in Fort Worth. It's literally right in our neck of the woods. Very familiar with this area. It's a newer home. It's a great looking property. We just got to figure out a way to make it work there. I need to see that payoff. The amount that's owed to the servicer is crippling on that. That sucks real bad. Because otherwise we could have gone creative, and it would have been easy to lock that in. So what I'll try to do on that is because I'm probably not going to call her back during the live. I'm probably going to wrap it up here pretty soon. I'll probably record that once we figure it out and post it if it turns into something. If nothing works out, then obviously we won't post it. But it was an interesting call to say the least. Lots of financial motivation there. Could be a pretty decent opportunity for us. House looks in really good shape. So interesting stuff. That being said, appreciate all the support on the live today. Make sure you give us a like, and yeah, man, let's go watch some NFL football. NFL starts tonight. It's one of the greatest days of the year. Appreciate it. Tomorrow, if I can get to it, there was a request about how do we utilize VAs, cold calling, how do we get them set up, what do the VAs say? We're going to try to get that edited together for you guys and get it out. So that should be on the docket for tomorrow if we can get it out. Stay tuned for that. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.